Hey YouTube, what is up you guys? So we're gonna jump right into this hairstyle. We are gonna need clips, some got-to-be glue, our Pump It Up Spritz, you already know, the Gorilla Snot gel, and we're also gonna need some edge control. So once I've taken my hair down from stretching it, I'm just gonna diagonally part my hair, and I'm diagonally parting my hair to the side of which I want my biggest braid to fall. So I part it diagonal going all the way to the back and kind of over more to one side, which is obviously going to be the opposite side. So what I'm doing is I'm parting out a little triangle in the very front of my hair and I'm clipping it away from that section. So to do this butterfly braid, it's basically like an illusion braid. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys how I braid down the hair as an anchor for the butterfly braids themselves. So if you've watched other butterfly braid tutorials on YouTube, you would see that they sew the hair down. In this video, you'll see that I pin it. So you have to create the foundation first, and I'm just slicking my hair a little bit with the CANTU edge control, which of course is the holy grail edge control to me. And then I'm just going to cornrow my hair going all the way diagonal. Once that's done, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. So what you see here is I thought that I was gonna have the braids kind of meeting and then going around. And then I decided no, I wanted to kind of start from the inner portion of my head. Like, I know me saying that doesn't make sense, but you're about to see me part it out, and then you're going to be like, oh, okay. So yeah, I basically kind of wanted it to like start in the middle. So instead of parting out a section at the very front, I parted it from the top part of my head. Because I want my braid to be a deep sweep kind of side braid. Now, in order to make sure there's no lumps and bumps, I'm just going to take some of the got-to-be glue and I'm going to put that on the base of the hair where it was kind of bumpy, and just take a tail comb and smooth through the lumps and the bumps. And then you see now it's all nice and flat. And then I'm also just going to swoop a few little baby hairs or little edges over to the side, just to give it a little bit of style, you know? And I know I never usually show you guys how I do my little edges, so thankfully I can show you guys in this video. Now, of course, we're going to pump it up, spritz it. So for this look, we're using 2 packs of expression braiding hair. I use color number 2, and we're using 1 whole pack, or I think I maybe took off like a quarter off of each pack because the pack was really thick. So I think I removed about a quarter of the pack, but basically 1 full pack of braiding hair per braid. And so with this, instead of doing the rubber band, you can definitely do the rubber band method like I did in my jumbo braiding tutorial, which I'll insert in this video and in the description box below. But what I did is I just braided it from the root, which you see a lot in these butterfly mermaid braid tutorials. So after stretching the hair, I kind of just grab the hair and braid it in as one. And you guys know I don't be doing that lock hook in braiding method. And I kind of just braid it going all the way down to the end. So I kind of braid it tight at the top so that it holds my hair. But as I get away from the top, I braid it a little bit more loosely. I stop it at the ends and I'm just pulling apart at the braid. So that's what's going to give you the whole messy goddess looking appeal to this braid. You kind of just want to pick and pull at the woven parts of the braid, if that makes any sense. Now I'm just going to use prong pins. I definitely recommend using bobby pins for this hairstyle, guys. As you're going to see throughout the video, like sometimes the prong pins, they fall out a bit because the expression here is very heavy. I don't know why I decided to use prong pins, but yeah, definitely use bobby pins. So what you see is me putting the braid over the anchor braid, so this way it looks like I've braided it onto my hair itself. So that's the illusion of this butterfly mermaid braid. What other people tend to do is they tend to sew the braid on. I knew that I didn't want this braid longer than the night that I needed it for, so I just pinned it in so that it was going to be an easier takedown process for me. So of course I'm here just fidgeting, ensuring that you don't see any of my natural braid. And of course we're going to turn around and we're going to do the exact same thing on the next side. And with the braid, you do want to make sure that when you stop the braid, you have like tapered thick ends, because we're going to curl those ends after. I use the clip here to kind of clamp and anchor the braid, so this way it wouldn't loosen out on me, because I did braid this braid a little bit more loosely. And again, just picking and pulling apart at the braid itself. Place it on top of the anchor braid and pin it down. Or sew it down. If you want this braid to last, you can always sew it down, or get someone to help you sew it down. So as you see here, the Expressions braid was so heavy that it was weighing down the hair and kind of pulling out. So you kind of can see my secrets. But towards the end of the video, you'll see how I fixed that. And basically I pinned the two braids together so it looks like one whole thing. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting off any really blunt, trashy parts. And now I'm going to use some perm rods. I use the purple ones. And I'm just going to wrap the ends of these braids around the perm rods to give it like a curled end. And now we're going to be dunking it into a container with some hot water. And once we towel dry that out, I'm gonna add some adornments, some little gold clips, just to give it a smidgen of pizzazz. And I don't know, it kind of feels like it adds to like the little boho chic look of this braid. And so you'll see here, I'll be like, oh my gosh, my braid is falling out. So that's why I advise that you use bobby pins in for this braid. Or even if you use prong pins, go under over like I did in the halo braid tutorial, which I'll also link in this video. And there you have it, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.